What's the most important part of your health? You have a whole program of health stuff. And you get enough sleep, and you stay hydrated, and you eat really well, and you do your fitness training, whatever type it is that works for you, and you're getting inside your head and becoming a better person and growing intellectually and spiritually and emotionally and all these different ways, and socially. And you take care of the air you breathe. And what's the most important part of your health regimen? Unquestionably, only one thing. The weakest link in the chain. Make a list of all the things that you do for health and see how strong or how much importance you put on each one. Maybe start from a central point and go out like spokes on a wheel and say, well, my fitness is really strong and everything else is equally strong, but not as strong as my fitness. Well, that's a little out of balance. If we connected the ends of all the spokes, we'd have a wheel that was not round, would not roll. Hard to sustainability becomes an issue because the wheel doesn't roll. You're getting so caught up in the fitness that you're losing track of other things. Or maybe social emotional is a short one. You're not comfortable with other people or whatever it is. And that one's short and all the others are the same length. And now the wheel has a flat spot and it doesn't roll. The weakest part of your program might be extra long or it might be extra short. It's that which is out of balance with everything else. And that's the weak link on the chain, even if it's the strong link. We have to go, you know what, I'm putting a little too much attention here. I'm going out of balance with my health. I'm losing focus on what's really important in life, and what's important is what's important to you. I can't tell you the most important thing, but I can tell you that in your entire health program, evaluate it on occasion, look at it and say, you know, am I living a balanced life? Am I focusing just way too much on one thing? I'm paying attention to raw food, but not to organic food. I'm paying attention to whole food, but it's not always plants, or whatever it might be in your particular program. You know, I'm really, really good with my strength training, but I never do cardio and I completely ignore flexibility. Or look at your program, break it down into its component parts. How many books did you read in the past year? That tells you something about you. You want to grow mentally and emotionally and spiritually, spend some time with leaders in those fields by reading their books. Continue to grow. If a tree goes 1 year without any growth at all, that tree is dead. And we can tell how old a tree, you know, we cut the tree and read the rings, and you can tell that some years there was fantastic growth, and then some years was a hard year and it didn't grow very much. But you can count the years. There's always a ring, there's always growth. If there's a year with no growth, the tree is dead. I certainly think that the same can be said for us. That if we're not growing, we're dying, as Bob Dylan said. And if we don't grow at all for an entire year, maybe we haven't yet died physically. Maybe we died spiritually or emotionally or intellectually or some other way. Maybe the whole thing happens all at once, you know, but we want to have that commitment to growth. And the way we have that commitment to growth is by allowing the wheel of health to roll and keep on moving. So keep growing in every direction that you can, but pay attention to the weak links, the things that are out of balance with everything else, so that you can get as much growth and as much enjoyment out of your health practice as you do out of every other part of your life. Dr. Doug Graham reminding you go to health.